Namaskar, dear parents, students and teachers of middle school. It is my privilege to welcome you all to the Scholar Badge ceremony of the middle school. I am addressing the students and parents of class 6, 7 and 8. I'd like to first congratulate all the children who have achieved this honor of getting the Scholar Badge, and I'd like to thank them for giving us this opportunity to celebrate their success. I think the parents must also be very proud of them, as are their teachers. So let's begin by giving a loud applause to all the Scholar Badge winners and all the prize winners. I've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of writing, and I've been thinking of all of you, dear children, and wondering how you are looking after yourselves and keeping yourselves engaged. I'm sure the classes with the teachers is helping to keep you connected with academics, keeping you busy for at least some portion of the time. For the rest of the time, dear children, my advice to you and to all the children is try and learn something new. Anything. It could be one new thing every week, it could be one new thing every fortnight or a month, but something new. You must come out of this lockdown with some new skills. And skills will never go out of fashion. They will never be something which you will never need. So it could be something as simple as learning to dust, or learning to segregate clothes before washing them, or helping your mom in the kitchen. Something which is going to help you grow as a human. That is my first piece of advice to you. My second piece of advice to all of you dear children is that after having thought about a new skill which you will pick up, after having helped your parents in whatever they are doing, after doing your bit to keep the house clean, try and pick up a book. Pick up a good book. It will build your vocabulary, it will hone your reading skills, it will give you new ideas and new thoughts. Perhaps you can also start writing then. Because if you want your language to be good, if you want it to be rich, it will only come through books. And books are actually your best friend. They are never angry with you, they never leave you and go away. They are right there by your side to entertain you and take you to a far off beautiful land which you can read about. My third piece of advice for all the children of middle school, class 6, 7 and 8, is to study well and ensure that your portfolio, your skill set is something which everybody should be proud of. There was a time that children started worrying about portfolios in class 11 and 12. Then a few years ago, companies, universities started looking at class 9, 10, 11, 12. Now the times are changing. Everybody wants to know what have you been up to while you were in senior school. Senior school technically starts from class 6. So the idea is that you do something which is going to hold you in good stead, which will look good on paper, which will build you as a human being, and in the process if it helps others, that's just wonderful. So whether it is community service, whether it is maybe painting, whether it is music which gives so much of entertainment, or dance, or theatre, or writing, you pick your skill and you try and start working on it, because the world is becoming more and more competitive. The world is changing. We have no idea what the future holds. So all we can do is prepare ourselves for the uncertain future. And in the most uncertain future, certain skill sets are always welcome. For you dear parents, what can I say except firstly congratulate you for having these lovely, lovely children to nurture and take care of. Please celebrate today in true earnest. Make a special meal, eat together, talk to each other and celebrate the day. Hopefully this is the start of many, many more achievements for your child. This is also the age, class 6, 7 and 8, where you need to build a strong and trustworthy bridge between you and your child. Be there to listen to them, help them find answers. Don't judge them, don't scold them if they have questions. I firmly believe that the parent has to be the first point of call for the child. If you are there, if you don't judge, if you don't scold, the child will always come to you and not hide anything. A child hides only when he or she feels that you will be not listening to them or you will be judging them. My last message goes out to parents and teachers together. You are your child's caregiver. You both have a very special bond with each other. You are partners, you need to work together to bring out the best in the child. Now, remember that the best for one child can be quite different from the best of another child. So, don't compare. Because the moment you compare, you create a very strange feeling in the child of wanting to compare you. No two parents are the same, no two teachers are the same. So if you compare, you're allowing them that thought that let me also compare my dad with another dad or my teacher with another teacher. So accept your child for who he or she is. Work on each child to bring out the best in them. The best for one child may not be the best for another child. Each child is unique, each child is different. Let us celebrate this uniqueness. Let us celebrate this difference and try our best that these years should be the most fondly remembered for each child and for every parent and teacher. I sometimes worry when parents say that, ma'am, I'm my child's friend. I worry because the role of a parent is a very special, very sacred, very unique bond. A child in the course of his life or her life will have hundreds of friends. They will keep some, they will lose some, but parent is just that one life giver with whom they have a very special bond. So don't equate yourself with a friend. You can be a friendly parent, but don't try and be the friend of the child. He or she must look upon you as a role model, and they do. Trust me, most of them look at you as role models and they pick up your nuances, your habits, your styles, your language. So I know parenting is very tough. It is tougher when you know that your child is watching you and will one day behave or talk exactly like you. So watch your words, watch your actions. You are your child's best role model. So big congratulations to every child. Enjoy your day and we will celebrate again hopefully whenever school opens. A big congratulations to the parents and teachers. I know how proud you are feeling of your ward. May the teachers continue to teach well, nurture their child so that they keep achieving, and may the parents keep encouraging and guiding their offspring so that the path of success becomes stronger, better, more enriched, more fruitful and completely enjoyable. Thank you very much for joining us in this Scholar Batch function. Namaskar.
If there is no path, I will make one. And that is so true for Aditi ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for making it easy for all of us, children, parents, teacher, to blend so beautifully the academic and co-scholastic learning during these unusual times. And I'm sure all of you out there feel the same. Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts while we take you on a very happy journey. Our happy hues.
am seeing the positive side of this induced lockdown. For me, it's a blessing in disguise. I am using this time to enjoy the present, to rediscover my hidden passions, and to connect with nature.
I can almost hear the resounding applause after a happy hues. These children give us reasons to smile always. Our blessings are countless. We just need to sit and start counting them. And today is the moment to rejoice and take pride in the hard work of our children, our young achievers, our young scholars of 2019-20. heartiest congratulations, dear children and parents. You made this day possible. Indeed, a beautiful day. Now, I'll request Headmistress Middle School, Miss Shalini Arora, to propose the vote of thanks.
It was so heartwarming to see the young achievers being awarded. Heartiest congratulations to all the students and their parents on this special day. A big thank you to dear parents for being constant guiding force in the lives of our children. Special thanks to the parent reps of Class 6 Session 2019-20, Ms. Ruhi Trehan Thakur and Ms. Aditi Methani for their constant support. It's a great honor for me to propose a vote of thanks to all those who've helped to make this ceremony a success. My heartfelt gratitude to our Director Principal, Ms. Aditi Misra, a visionary, a leader who's always inspired and guided us. As John C. Maxwell would say, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And it's an honor to see a real life representation of that stellar leadership in front of us. We hope that it continues to inspire our students to be future innovators who see challenges such as our current unprecedented situation not as a setback that holds them back, but an opportunity that carves the way for a brighter future ahead. A very special thanks to our Vice Principal, Ms. Santana Thadani, and Dean Student Welfare, Ms. Sapna Dhawan, for their valuable inputs and guidance. A big thank you to Ms. Shefali Bhatt, Senior Mistress, for the unstinted support. Thank you to Ms. Bhavna Dhawan, Ms. Abha Vasan, the academic coordinators, and the class reps Ms. Kavita and Ms. Monica for the hard work they've put in to bring up this beautiful show. A special mention of the HOD Dance Department, Mr. Dive, for being so innovative in creating the lovely presentation. Thank you. Thank you everyone for making this day so special.